Haribol, Haribol, Jai Sajanandana Gaur Hari. All glories to Sri Guru and Guranga. So today I was wanting to talk about therapy. People are very big on therapy, how to get healed of this and that, and so many difficulties, get therapy, get cured, get healed. But actually, it's interesting that Krishna consciousness is the ultimate therapy, the perfect therapy. Just like that wonderful book, Elevation to Krishna Consciousness. So in this human form of life, we have this wonderful opportunity to become conscious of God, of Krishna, to actually become conscious of Him, to know Him, to love Him ultimately. So this is the ultimate therapy for the soul, because ultimately therapy means how to heal the soul. I'm the soul. I'm not the body. I'm not the mind. I'm not the intelligence. So real healing must take place on the platform of the soul. And this is that wonderful process of Krishna consciousness, becoming conscious of Krishna. And in the process, automatically, the unwanted things, the anarthas are removed, unwanted thoughts, unwanted desires, and simultaneously the natural happy life of devotional service is awakened in the soul. So there are some wonderful verses in Bhagavad Gita that talk about this. Krishna says that the intelligence of one who has not awoken to a loving relationship with the Supreme can never find peace, and without peace where shall one find joy? So here we have firstly the peace formula. How can I be joyful, happy if I'm not peaceful? And Krishna says, yes, this relationship with Him must be awakened. That is the source of everlasting peace. And that verse again, Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma Nashochati Nakangshati Samasaveshu Bhuteshu Bhaktim Labate Param. Once again, Krishna talks about the relationship with Him. He says that having realized one's relationship with the Supreme, one naturally becomes fully self-satisfied and blissful, never grieving for anything, never hankering for anything. One begins to see all living beings with love. And in this way, one gradually attains the platform of unalloyed devotional love for me, Krishna says. So here again, it is said that as the relationship with Krishna is established, then automatically there is this self-satisfaction, Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma, self-satisfaction, blissful consciousness. Also, there's a very nice verse, if I may quote from Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna says in the 4th chapter, verse 10, he says, a great many souls have already come to the stage of taking full shelter in me, having been purified by penance and the cultivation of perfect understanding. Freed from all false attachments, anxieties, and frustrations, they reach the absolute reality of my transcendental loving nature. So, very nice, good news that people are full of anxieties and frustrations in material consciousness. And Krishna says that, yes, we take shelter of Him, and then automatically the anxieties and frustrations are removed. They're completely removed from the heart. I'm also remembering my Guruji saying that we should see ourselves only as servant. This is a very deep, profound understanding that I'm only servant. So that's practical. If in my daily life, with my relationships, with my wife, with my husband, with my children, family, friends, anyone, to see oneself only as servant. How can I serve you? How can I be of service to you? And of course, the ultimate service, the real service, is to help someone become Krishna conscious or help them to progress in Krishna consciousness. This is real service, because that is service to the soul. Of course, we need to address the needs of others on all platforms. Of course, their spiritual needs number one, but also their other needs, so-called material needs, bodily needs, etc. But ultimately, this is real service, is to try to give Krishna consciousness, but to see oneself as servant. That you're not my, how can you say servant? I'm your servant. I'm not your boss. This is material consciousness. No, no. What can I do to you, for you? How can I please you? This is Krishna consciousness, actually. Because how can that be possible unless one is factually humble? If one's very proud, thinking, I'm so qualified and advanced and everyone else should be serving me, then it's not possible to think and feel and act as servant. No. But factually, someone who is genuinely humble, he understands how insignificant he is in the process, in the big picture of creation. How wonderful is Krishna, how great is Krishna. I'm his eternal servant. This person is humble, factually humble, and therefore he can be feeling that I am servant, let me serve you. And of course, when that happens, there's so much harmony, so much peace and satisfaction coming from that, rather than thinking, everybody should serve me. I am the center of creation. This is madness. And of course, it leads to all kinds of anxieties and frustrations, disappointment and conflict, of course. So it's because of this madness. But as we become sane by the grace of Krishna consciousness and factually begin to feel with love, how can I serve you? How can I serve you? With love. That creates a very, very nice atmosphere. And imagine, that can start in the home, the microcosm, and then expand, as more and more people are factually in that Krishna consciousness, then factually the whole world becomes heaven on earth, as they say. Everyone thinking, how can I please you? What can I do for you? Like that. This is actually sanity. This is sanity, and it's the real cause of happiness for everyone. I'd also just like to quote a very nice verse from the 16th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna describes the wonderful qualities that awaken in the soul as the soul takes to Krishna consciousness. This is the chapter 16, the first 3 verses. The Supreme Lord said, certain qualities come to ornament the personalities of those who are inclined to the divine life. They become truly fearless, absolutely pure at heart and filled with wisdom. Always absorbed in communion with me, they give generously in service to others, practice self-discipline, and joyfully participate in acts of divine worship, singing my holy names and dancing in ecstasy. By contemplation of the Holy Scriptures, they come to understand the deepest meanings of a life of divine service and show preference for a simple life in tune with the natural flow. They transcend all aggressive feelings and show kindness to all. Ever attached to truth and always pleasant in their speaking, they never become inflamed with anger. Turning their back on materialistic pursuits, they achieve perfect tranquility. They never like to see the defects of others, preferring to show their love and mercy towards all. Never greedy for mundane achievement, they are mild-mannered and gentle, humble and kind. They work with resolute purpose, are filled with vitality and strength, never take offense at anything, and are always ready to forgive the failings of others. Filled with courage on account of their deep faith, they always remain free of mundane taint and pray for the well-being of all. Although they are the most honorable of all souls, they never desire praise and are never pompous. So wonderful are the qualities of my devotees. Wow, talk about therapy. There we go. To actually manifest those amazing qualities. How can you not be happy with yourself, and of course a source of happiness for others? This is wonderful. So this process of bhakti yoga always remembering Krishna, never forgetting Krishna. This is actually the ultimate gift for all souls, coming from Sri Guru and Gauranga. And we, as their uh, aspiring servants, in our daily life can simply try to give others this wonderful, matchless gift of Krishna consciousness. Bhaja Govinda, Hari Hari Bol.